All right, so here we go. Vlog number 3. This is day 3. I shared my macros and everything yesterday, and I actually gained a little over a pound. So that's funny. So I'm assuming and kind of guessing that the reason I gained. Hold on, let me roll my windows up here. I think the reason I gained is because I was a little behind on my macros, and I ate a ton of protein, and basically a ton of my macros. I ate them kind of really at the end of the night, and whereas they were all surrounding my workout, I think that my body just did not have a time to digest everything that I ate. So that's my theory anyhow. I've noticed with my body, if I eat a whole bunch at night, then the next day, obviously I'm not quite in the fasted state that I was the day before. So that's pretty much an indicator that eating a ton of crap, whether it's healthy or not, late at night or in the late evening, is gonna obviously cause me to gain some weight. So it's food for thought. Again, this is all kind of an experiment for me, so I'm just testing things to see how my body reacts and how I'm able to how I'm able to get the body I'm looking for, but it's kind of experimenting along the way. So I'm not going to change my macros because I gained weight on one day, and I know that weight is fluctuating. I check my weight every single day, but I really go off of my weekly numbers, or that's what I've committed to doing anyway, is going off of my weekly numbers. So I'm not going to change them, and I'm going to keep them the same and see how things play out. One thing I want to talk about really quickly is whether or not you should weigh your meat before or after. And I've searched a bunch, and everybody says different things. Like some people are like, oh yeah, you gotta weigh meat raw, or oh yeah, you only weigh it when it's when it's already cooked. But the problem with that is that you have some things. Sometimes you cook, like a medium rare steak, for instance, is gonna weigh differently than fully cooked chicken. Or if you cook, like I burned the hell out of some fajitas the other day, and I still ate them. But man, those things are crunchy. So they obviously don't weigh the same amount as, a medium rare fajita. There's no way they're gonna weigh the same. So I found a formula online that I thought was awesome, and it's been pretty accurate for me. It's measuring medium rare, or rare, rare meat. I'm going to measure that at whatever the weight is and multiply that times 1.1, because it's a lot closer to raw than it is cooked. The fully cooked meat, I multiply that at a 1.4. So if it's if it's 1 ounce, then I'll actually give myself credit for 1.4 ounces of meat. And so that's been working out really well for me. The other thing to know is like, okay, well, what about oatmeal, or what about everything else? If you're using MyFitnessPal to track your macros, or whatever software you're using, My Macros or My Macros Plus or whatever, if you're using those things, go off of whatever it says. So like if I'm looking at, for instance, sweet potato, there's a verified source of sweet potato that's going to give me raw, uncooked sweet potato. So what I do is I weigh my sweet potato before I cook it. Generally, the way that I'm cooking sweet potatoes is I'm putting them in a microwave, and I'm kind of baking them, if you will, microwaving the sweet potato. So what I'll do is, before I take my lunch for the day, I actually carve in, if it's like a 200-gram sweet potato, then I'm gonna actually carve in very lightly, by the way, kind of just breaking skin. I carve in 200, and that way I know I've got 200 grams of sweet potato. Another option for you is just go ahead and I've been doing this a lot lately, I put in all my meals into MyFitnessPal before I leave for the day. Yesterday I didn't, and that's kind of evidenced by the fact that I was over, I was way under my macros, and it kind of screwed me up. But put it all into MyFitnessPal, know exactly what you're gonna eat, even your cheat. If you're gonna eat ice cream or whatever, then do that. So I put in my ice cream and everything before leaving the house for the day. That way I know everything that I'm gonna eat throughout the day. If I need to deviate, I know exactly where I'm on my macros, and I don't have to worry about screwing up or blowing up a whole lot of macros at the end of the day because I'm way short, or going over if I want to go out to eat. So that said, I'm on my way to eat right now. I'm going to have lunch with a buddy. I'm here in beautiful Austin, Texas. I had a meeting this morning, so I'm on the way now to go grab some lunch, then the gym, and then I'm heading back to Houston. So I will probably take you guys in the gym with me today. Maybe. We'll see how this is going. But that is it. Vlog 3 over now. Alright, so y'all already know what day it is. It's leg day. Got my official attire on. I'm about to start off with some squats. Then I'll move on to leg press. Back to squats, front squats that time. So we got a nice little rhythm going. Try and stop between sets if I can, and keep you guys along. Alright, so I made a little call. I'm not gonna do any more front squats. I just killed these front facing half squats and smashed a little bit heavier than usual on squats. So I'm gonna go high volume on this leg press. See if I can get the heart rate jumping. And we go 3 sets of 15. So. Doesn't look like much weight, but after doing, I guess, 12 sets on legs, it's getting heavy. So one of the things I'm really excited about is this gym has a glute ham developer, glute ham raise. I haven't been able to use one in a few weeks, so really excited about that. Go probably 4 sets of 15 on this one. Alright, family, it was broken. So, we're doing a lying strings. Alright, so I didn't get to film any more of the workout. It started to really kind of wear on me. It's pretty brutal, actually. So, just finished up. Pretty good leg workout. I felt a little tired. I think it's probably because I didn't have a really great meal right before I went to work out. So, anyway, I guess we'll see how this turns out. Basically, I'll be watching my macros for the rest of the day and kind of see what happens. I don't know exactly what I ate at the restaurant, so I just kind of eyeballed it. Hopefully, it didn't cause too much damage. So, see you guys tomorrow.